Okay, let's try this again. Um, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, it works. I had to unplug my headset. So I guess when I plug this in, then I have to use the microphone. So thank goodness for Shepware D. Just have to keep it unplugged when I do the live stream. So always something. Thank goodness. Okay. Thank you, Beowulf, for telling me. Let's see what happened now. So now that's figured out. The computer goes to Geek Squad Monday to find out what happened. It's possibly the Microsoft patch that affected corporations hit me because I had a blue screen, and then it said do the update. Then a blue screen again the next day, and it wiped out my wireless adapter. No wireless networks found, something like that. And then putting in a new one, brand stinking new one. It went on and off, and then blue screen, come back, it killed that one. So I need them to figure it out because I use Logitech webcam to do my videos. On YouTube Studio, I can, it says you can, say from here? I didn't say from here. It says, I want to keep this up because I need to do see if I can put the schedule. So I'm going to work on a schedule thing, see if it's going to work again. This is perfectly fine for live streaming. But for making videos, I need an outside source, which is Logitech webcam. And this just showed. Thank you to Beowulf to say, because I had the headset plugged in, I had to use the microphone. But here I'm using a microphone. I sounded okay. So I need the computer to do the videos, to all my stuff. The whole point of me having this was to do Logitech on there. Laptop is for streaming only. So if I, for some reason, well, I'll be using my Logitech camera when everything's fixed and do my whole thing there, condensed screen. And the laptop would be in my room, not for Instagram. I can't do Instagram because this is just YouTube. But the computer would be for if I want to be in my room, do some stuff. Well, my Amazon Fire, I don't do Facebook Live anymore because they again say I'm limited on my likes, and so you were restricted for 3 hours because you like too many things. Like, oh my god, the snake lair. Mattel, what did you do? It is an Imaginext playset. It's not classic looking. It's like, oh, we got all these things for kids to pay with, and it costs so much more money. Screw you. Workplaces don't like it, but the older you get, the more you realize the importance of prioritizing yourself and putting your health first. Like it. Add it to story. Send it to Instagram. Send it to Facebook. Send. Okay. Send. It's all of these things, right? Never a dull moment. Like, oh, Jimmy got his haircut. Another Jimmy, not my friend Jimmy. It's a comedian Jimmy, not drummer Jimmy. Let's go through Instagram real fast, seeing what my brother complaining they may send multiple boxes and having made me feel, yeah. I'm fine with multiple boxes. Easy to bring inside. Now, if you haven't subscribed on Instagram, I gotta tell you this. Oh my gosh. Subscribe to Von Bolt Band, Von Bolt Band. They were at the Punk Rock Museum doing an acoustic set. Lisa at the microphone, the tambourine, James, my boss, there, with playing the mandolin. Well, and you can tell they were drinking because the others are going. It was a what the moment, and my comment to the boss was the look on drummer Jason Hope, who's also a drummer for Velvet Chains. The look on his face, he's just looking at James like, here's Jason playing the drums, and he's looking at James. They're drunk. James playing a mandolin. He drops his pick, finds in his pocket, can't find one, just plays there. And the lyrics, like, oh my God. I was like, I can't stop laughing. I said, poor James. I said, poor James. I said, poor Jason. What's my replies here? Said 12 hours ago. Something else. Liver. Because they don't care about that liver. No, it was video. Because of video remarks. So it was we've been drinking. Z was what the fuck? They're trying to sing something. Take Lisa, she's forgetting the lyrics. The other dude's going, what the fuck? Can't play mandolin. Don't screw up. Jason's like, yep. Oh my God, just look at it. Watching James play the mandolin. He's cursing there and laughing, singing a song. Wrong lyrics. Fail. He's saying, keep going. And really? drops his guitar pick, still playing, tries to find one in his pocket, can't find it. Can't find another guitar pick. Plays his fingers. I can't stop watching. All the crap going this week. This was hilarious. I feel sorry for Jason. And so two people said, so I said, yeah, I feel sorry for Jason. And boss says he chose his fate. He didn't reply to this one, but I said, okay, boss. I would get a T-shirt made saying, what the WTF, with two arrows pointing to you and Lise. I sit in the middle. And one for Jason. I can sing Stuck in the Middle with You. No reply. So, yeah. Thank you for commenting about how I just stopped playing tambourine halfway through because I couldn't do it and singing at the same time. And boss says, "We are so talented, it's disgusting." Verily. Verily. Oh, okay, if I can spell it. Because he used to play the villain at that place, the King Arthur's court, the place, Medieval Times. He was at Medieval Times. So I say verily. Then I messaged Jason and I said, if whenever I can get to Vegas, I'm going to shake your hand. He liked that. He loved the remark, yeah. But, Von, you can't see it. Too much Von Bolt Band on Instagram. Okay. And say, Tom sent you. And they say, if, he forgets, say, who's Tom? You say, yeah, boy, tasty cake. Go, yeah. Because it's your boy, tasty cake. Free Baja Blast, July 29th at Taco Bell. Yeah, she's kind of... Okay, so that's... Lisa has to show video. Wow. There we go. Okay. Yeah, still laughing at that. It's just, oh my word. Me doing meditation at work because screaming at my coworkers is frowned upon by management. No, screaming at the customers is frowned upon by management. I have to be careful with that one. Because, that snake layer just... Why they put on such a small table? I mean, it's freaking Mattel. They can grab another table, but they put Eternia and Snake Layer together to show a comparison thing. Like, yeah, but the tower for the Grayskull Tower is hanging over the freaking edge, and so is Snake Layer. That was poor planning on their part, and poor planning on designing the thing, make it look like it was Imaginext Fisher Price kind of place set, and it's going to cost buku bucks. Eating a spoonful of peanut butter before bed helps drop your cortisol levels.
Why would peanut butter before bed help you fall asleep? There are a couple reasons.
Peanut butter contains tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin, which can have a calming effect on your brain. It's also high in healthy fats, which helps stabilize your blood sugar. It does this by slowing the absorption of carbohydrates. The reason you wake up sometime tonight is because of sudden spike and crash of your blood sugar. And lastly, peanut butter also contains magnesium, which has been shown to relax you and improve sleep quality. So it's not worth noting, while peanut butter may help some people sleep, is not for everyone. So that's the thing. If you feel that you can't sleep, grab a spoonful of peanut butter, see how it works. If it works, all good. Or get Reese's peanut butter cup, because you have your chocolates and your peanut butter. All about funerals. Yeah. When you die, people forget you. Simple as that. Let's see if my brother in England not used, useful. Youthful. I can't see. He's just being bit drunky, bit drinky. drinking me drink. I can't live. Hey, don't worry, he's being drunken. You are important to me. Don't worry, I'll do that for you. Oh. You're important to me. Now, make me a sandwich. There, right back at you. Okay, so that's that. Holy moly. Look at that later. Yes, if you can't have a spoonful of peanut butter, grab a Reese's peanut butter cup, which I have over there. I have such a clutter right here because this my laptop is cool. It's on Windows 11. I have a touch screen and everything else, like fingerprints. Yes, thank you, Beowulf. It was because I had I wondered. The headset was plugged in, so the headset needs to be disconnected before I start the live stream. But I like it when I'm listening to my music. I dropped Vader. Speaking of Vader, there was a picture on Funko. They said Rogue One. It gave like little red highlights. Yeah, I just had to unplug the headset. I didn't think about it. So many things like, can I leave the headset in? Can I listen to myself do this? No. It has to be unplugged because of the microphone. Otherwise, it'd be, and, I don't use this microphone. I just use it to listen to my music. What's a Razer? It's a Razer. Newer version of what I had. My old one just had a flip, It's all good. But thank you. I didn't no idea. That's why I usually go on to, like when I do the microphone. Maybe it was you, maybe it was someone else. Could have been you. I had something happen. I know the one video I did had no music, no sound on it because I actually hit the microphone. Have you seen anything on the newest? Have you seen any of the news from Comic-Con? Oh, friends from Comic-Con. I was waiting for my former panelist friend panelist, associate acquaintance, like the boss, James Von Bolt of Von Bolt, Velvet Chains, the adversaries, and Miss Temperamental herself, Lisa Foyles, were acquaintances. Now, when I hit Vegas, then, bump it up to associates, and if, maybe we'll be friends, that'd be cool. Because no matter what, I call James boss. James is my boss. I should get a second t-shirt. Lisa, like I said, I had plans. I just have not, I haven't checked yet. I have so many things here, like Transformers, latest crossover with Knight Rider. I'm gonna get that. That's through Hasbro. I posted on Facebook, but while I'm on here, just what do we need to know about updates of COVID vaccines coming in the fall? Oh no, too many things going on. Okay, Transformers, Knight Rider combination. Kid transforms to a robot, kind of Michael Knight looking. Gotta get that. Oh my god. Gotta get that. Okay, so what was I doing? What was I doing? I was going to. Oh, I know. I was going to YouTube. I was to see if Lisa made a comment. She was answering questions, and she said that when I get to Vegas, she's going to bake a DiGiorno pizza. Right? And it's going to be not cold in the middle. She put it in the last minute. And I also said, we'll hit a restaurant and just go eat desserts. And she's cool with it because she wants to. No reply from. Oh, Kenny has done the 300% scale Battle Armor Skeletor. I got to watch that. That was 5 hours ago. I'm still subscribed to her page. Oh, not gonna. Let's see if Lisa actually said anything. Pause. She replied to my comment. No, she didn't reply to anyone's comment. Okay. It was almost 24 hours ago. Oh. No replies at all. That's the wild thing. She usually does. She did that one. No, that wasn't her. Okay. I said that her husband likes a Japanese restaurant. I said, well, he and I can go to a restaurant, and then we can all go to another restaurant to get dessert or another day. So it's cool. It'd be kind of cool. Just have to figure out the timing of when I can, can I afford to go on a second vacation like that? Yeah, I could. I don't really care. It's about, be happy, live, be free, be free. What am I missing here? Oh, yeah, that's went too far down. Okay, Lisa did that. That's somebody I used to know, posted on YouTube. Still subscribed, but, we just don't. I missed it. That's the thing. I know. Okay. What are my top? I'm sorry. I was looking at so many things. What are my top 3 fandom for collectibles? Oh, so first, Comic-Con. My friend Kenny, Kenzo Creations, is at Comic-Con, and Eternian Royalty. I follow him. I think he follows me on Instagram. His friend, they're friends. He was taking a lot of pictures, mainly of Masters of the Universe and some other toys. My former co-panelist and friend, associate, she's there. She did not find me Death's Head because she missed out Wednesday, so she says you can try it today. I have not received a message. I don't think it did. Check Facebook real fast. No, it's 2 days ago. No. So blood red cheese. So my brother over there in the UK, I said, make me a sandwich. He said a black toasty with blood red cheese. I can't do his voice anymore. I had to listen to his voice again. I did very good ring, So Melanie's out there. If she can be Death's Head, I'm really hoping Hasbro Pulse will have it, but I did not see any listings for it. I saw Cobra Commander. I was once a man, and everyone's big on that, but it's American, so of course it have that. Death's Head is very British. The comic book did come out. Death's Head 2 came out with the Guardians of Galaxy collection, and Death's Head did actually come out on a small 3.75 inch scale figure. But and he was wearing blue. I think this one he's wearing blue too. Yes. I think he was wearing his blue and yellow outfit, not his green and yellow outfit, which was there's a difference. The blue had the metal and the green had the padding. And so we all hope. Well, that's where that piece of bread went down there. I was eating some bread yesterday, and I need a file. I need a file. I need that file. So, is she going to be able to get me? I need a pointy file. Death's Head 2. Death's Head, I hope so. If not, I can just... We'll see what happens. I mean, I would love for that to happen. Then there's Mega J Retro, which when I do get the computer running and I can figure out StreamYard, the StreamYard through here. Like, can I use StreamYard through my Logitech webcam? Or I just I'll figure it out. It'll work out. A precursor, I was like, I hesitated, and again, it's the reason why. I don't know why I hesitated, or what I normally do. Always something going on. But then this whole thing happened. I mean, I love the laptop, but I'm limited onto what I can do for my page here. And as my friend Jimmy, who said he thought it was 1,000 subscribers before he go live. And Eternian Royalty said had to have like 50 subscribers. I already had 100. I didn't do any live for a while either, so I built up. So I'm still at 141 subscribers. I'm waiting for 141. Yes, I would love to get to 200. But my accomplishment was 100 subscribers. 1,000 be spectacular. Then I can get that award. Let's say 1,000, and then I can have that whole screen on the side there without worrying about StreamYard. It'll be. Let me move this thing over. That's fine. I moved everything over to fit my new wireless adapter, and it got destroyed by whatever freaking that Microsoft patch, I think it was, had to be. So the Geek Squad, they better fix this. Because there's a virus in the computer and needs to be removed. Let me see here. Their Vader can sit back there. The Funko Pops did a Vader. It had some red highlights on it. And they called it for Rogue One. Like, okay. It's interesting. But I'm thinking oh, that's a very sensitive button, isn't it? Fans on. I can't turn it off. Wow. Big Dog Suit. Oh, I would get Big Dog Suit Tech if that was made. Most definitely. I know it's a custom piece by someone on Nathan. I think it was Gallifrey Customs on Facebook. Has the head and the neck, and it's sold by Nathan David Ward on Etsy. Excuse me, nose hair. Oh, missed. And it just happened to sell out. But Nathan doesn't paint anymore. So I was like, okay, I'll have the head and the neck, and I think it's a 10-inch cape. To be the dude who created Gallifrey Customs. And he said, if you had the old werewolf, then perfect. I remember when Who North America could not get rid of those werewolves because they got tons of them. They started giving away and say, would you like to donate to kids? Toys for Tots. And now, years later, if you want one, you can't find one. Isn't that the way? But I don't want it to have the Sutekh dog, I just wanted to have the Sutekh head, neck, and cape over the TARDIS. That'd be the perfect thing. Yeah, the way it is, he had it painted the body, and that's the only way of doing it. But I just didn't want the dog. I just wanted, like I say, how many TARDISes I want. I had the one I got for Jodie. I had a custom one, and when it was sent to me, the door warped. So I've been trying to flatten it for years. Let it sit somewhere. Then I got to put it back into the TARDIS, which is was in the other room. But get a TARDIS for 14th Doctor. Get a TARDIS for 15th Doctor. I guess that'd be enough for Nshudi. Just put that over his TARDIS. Simple as that. Because I was over his TARDIS, not any other TARDISes. But I wanted another TARDIS for the memory TARDIS. So someone just make an insert. So got to have that memory TARDIS. For Vader, if I follow the picture from Funko, there's a little red highlights. There's one thing. Because I do have Revenge of the Jedi one that I paid for from Hasbro. I don't think I had a blue lightsaber. I'm kind of liking what Funko did. So this is my computer, my laptop. So I had to go to the email and save the picture. So we go with that. But everyone at Comic-Con, I cannot deal with conventions. Not at all. Couldn't even deal with it. The Lake Clinton Civic Center. It was a small little thing. A long and winding line to go see Tom Kenny, SpongeBob. To get his autograph. And then, of course, it was at MegaCon. It was the autograph for Tom Hiddleston. Oh. No. But my ex-girlfriend, she was, because at the time when we were together, I could have gotten her Anthony Daniels signature to put on her Star Wars Christmas album, because I was there at DragonCon for free back in the day on somebody. But thankfully, it was this year at MegaCon. She was able to get there, brought the album cover, had him sign it, because she already had Peter Mayhew and had Kenny Baker. The only two left were John Bon Jovi, who was not John Bon Jovi back then, and Weird Al Yankovic. So she got the three Star Wars peoples. And she had Anthony Daniels. He was so happy. He was singing, "Christmas in the Stars, Christmas in the Stars. Oh, what a lovely sight would be. Oh, how lovely that would be." So she was that was a good thing. She got taken care of. But between Kenny and Eternian Royalty taking the pictures, Melanie has not confirmed if she actually got me Death's Head, which no big deal. I'm hoping Death's Head will be available somehow with a regular standard box, not the fancy comic book box, which don't mean diddly-do, but because it's a convention exclusive. But with anything for San Diego, we had the Masters of the Universe figures, and they were never re-released. There was the Lords of Power set, and it was a pale He-Man. A Skeletor looked really, really weird. I got two of them. I won one in a blind box set. So I got one for sale like that. It was so different. I mean, hey, just talking about you. See, I knew you were going to come up. It was a Lords of Power set. It's a pale He-Man. Man-at-Arms, which I was able to cut the custom head. I sent the chest piece, which needs to be painted, an arm piece. I sent that over to Makeshape Create to paint for me or mold it. He said he couldn't mold it, so just paint it. And use the figure use one of the newer figures, snake infiltrator character. So that would be the color scheme. The Beastman, there was Beastman and Merman. They were like general releases. So how would they separate Death's Head, which I would love to have, from a re-release? Would they say, well, the Comic-Con version, he's wearing the blue armor, but the general release will have the green armor? Okay. I asked Melanie to find me Death's Head over there in San Diego, but $50, I don't mind. And pay shipping. I was like, oh yeah. If Hasbro Pulse got it, oh hell yeah. I'll see how many I can get, because I know that friend who's making more custom heads than me. Am I back there somewhere? More custom heads than me. He said, trade me Death's Head for all the 3D printing. And saying, if I can get it, I'll get it. Because they're not sure if they can get in the UK. It's a UK character. So, as you know, Beowulf won UK. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Kenzo Creations got me the Superman I was looking for, because Entertainment Earth said it was just through them. It turns out it wasn't. It's available in Target. My Target sucks. Available at Walmart. My Walmart suck. But we'll see what happens. I just don't like conventions. And seeing turning royalty, going through all that, said it was an hour wait to go through Super 7 toy line, like to see the new Turtles of Grayskull figures. Oh yeah, I gotta collect the line because it's going through next year. That reminds me, Amazon had this for cheap. I mean, I've been buying Keldor over and over again because I wanted a body. Could just pop in any Skeletor head and have that one right there with the bracers. And of course, I did that for do it up there to do my Terror Claws, which I love that. It just doesn't sit well on that chair. It's like me sometimes in this chair. You kind of like lean forward and go, ugh. I shall wait for Kenny to make one. I get it perfectly. He just doesn't sit right. His butt does not sit on the chair. I was lied to. It's too small. And they said it can work for the Masterverse lines. I don't think so. The chair to me is too freaking small. Kenzo Creations can make a much better one. Also got another. I didn't think, hindsight 2020. Another 2000X Skeletor, because he was also cheap on Amazon. I get the free shipping. Right? I would love to see this one turned into Disco Skeletor, because this was Disco Skeletor back in the day when the 2000X line came out and through the comic book. But this one never came out as Disco Skeletor. I was into the 2000X. I did get 2000X figures back in the day. I even got the Skeletors, I got Panther, I got Battlecat. But for He-Man Skeletors, I use them for parts. Now, I'm okay with Snake Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor. Just haven't opened the packages yet. But I just find someone could paint this one. I guess I would also ask for a mold of his one-piece Power Sword because this is the line they didn't do the 2 pieces. Yeah, exactly. But I wanted him for. So I'm going to pay him as Disco Skeletor. Disco Skeletor. To make a mold of a sword, because I did order through Barbarossa Customs a unpainted Faker head, because I would say, okay, put Faker's head the 2000X style Faker head on the Faker body and give him an orange power sword. That'd be nice. But I didn't have this at the time. I didn't. All my pieces are somewhere. Otherwise, I would. I talked about C3 and R2D2. I really got to clean the floor. I got such a mess. I'm so distraught by everything. Oh, I get to the post office and I have a mini PO box, a simple, cheap one I can get. And they stick a box in there. And again, I can't pull the box out because they said before, oh, it goes in there. Yeah, it goes in there. But when they added the door to the front, it limited the way the things go out. So I got a little tiny box sitting in the post office. I got a yellow tag for Splinter Skull from Target. So I got an order, thankfully. Second time's charm. I got this one in. No big deal. I went up to the post office and got for the free shipping, the World's Smallest He-Man, which his chest armor is just too freaking big. It was cheap. It was through Target. I got it. I also have the one from Amazon, which has He-Man, Skeletor, Battlecat, and Panther, which that's what I wanted. I wanted Panther because it was exclusive to that set. So that's how I see eventually taking Castle Grayskull, the front end, and using these. Well, these are too small. But there's a picture of Savage He-Man with the Green Goddess. And it makes sense because Green Goddess would be shorter. And they showed the armor from Origins figure. But they had like the Battle Ram and the Sky Sled in the background. So it's, background pieces. That's why I would have Battlecat and Teela Rain Battlecat with the Wind Raider, Battle Ram and Sky Sled together in the background. And Panther in the background. And then in the foreground, it'll be these PVC figures, which were from Dollar Tree. Scale. Now to top 3 fandoms for collectibles. What are my top 3? It's always been Star Wars. But, how it went. The obscure things of being a child, always Star Wars, the Canadian versions, which had Tri-Logo and the Jawa with the plastic cape, and I opened it because I was a kid playing things, So much money. I got rid of most of it because I got into Doctor Who. Big mistake. Didn't need all those books. Toys were one thing, but didn't need the books. But when I had the book collection, that was a mistake. I should have kept the Star Wars figures. Because the next line was going into Masters of the Universe. Which now I'm back into Masters of the Universe. I said I wasn't going to do it. But it's like putting them together, switching out parts, making your own things. And that's the unique thing about it. And that's how I build up with the toy community here online, is Masters of the Universe. So looking at figures from San Diego Comic-Con, like, okay. My mind is everything from Turtles of Grayskull. Thundercats, Chitara. I love Chitara. Maybe Mumra. Mumra is like, yeah. So Chitara, yes. Lion-O, maybe. Mumra, say first Chitara, then Mumra, then Lion-O. Those are the 3 I'm thinking about. That's it. Snarf, yeah, Snarf. There was an old audio my best friend had clips of. It was like, Lion-O, we got it. Surf, are you okay? I have a cold. So we'll see. But it went from Star Wars to Masters of the Universe to Transformers. What did it? I think it did. Because I remember wanting Man at Arms. Not Man at Arms. Manny Faces. That was my first figure. That was my first figure. I got Manny Faces was my first figure. But at the time, Transformers was beginning as well. So like there's a Transformers. And I got all these combiners, all these ideas that make, okay, I would love to do this, I would love to do that, but Snoopy was a big thing for me. Like, watch a cartoon, get the clothing from Hallmark and put them on there. So, and I have the unique ones from McDonald's. I got was it 4 toys and 4, what the hell did they do making books for McDonald's? Chitara. When the Thundercats started again, I did get the little figurine of Lion-O so I can have the glove and the Sword of Omens. So that would be interesting. I'm really thinking about that now, but just the 3 figures. No one else. Just for in the Masters of the Universe line, like the Primal Age figures using the DC figures, DC Comics. It's like, I picked it. I was a little bit late for it, so I picked and choose what I can get for, just like the Masters of WWE's, which ones, which mix and match. So, just because it can be just so unique, it brought back good times. So being Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Doctor Who. Like, I'm on a Doctor Who show, which things are, things are the way they are. Yeah. I honestly would not have gone onto that toxic webcast and said a damn word or opinions, especially when basically half your crew is LGBTQ plus. I can't even remember names. I don't remember acronyms. And so we've already lost one. She said she's done. Another loyal viewer said, try to say nice things. And like, what do I say? Like, well, what can I say? I do raves and rants. I rant about people all the time. Here's a rant. We got coupons now, digital coupons, and I'm ringing up these. Is it wrong to say they were blonde? 2, it happened, as I'm telling the truth. One said, I said, do you have the rewards program? No. So, well, the oil is regular price $6. It's on sale for $3.50, but you have to download the app, which is free. And you download the coupon, limit 1, to get one of them only for $1.49. Well, I'll do it later. Right after, another one says, I said, I'm running the whole thing. I can go back and, diddle fiddle fiddle. Flippin' Figured Productions, hello. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. The second customer says, I said, do you have the app? Do you have the rewards program? Yes. Did you add the coupon? No. You're supposed to add a coupon every week? Yes. Oh, yes. Mumra the Ever Living. I gotta get Mumra. If they're both versions of Mumra, I gotta get both versions. Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form to Mumra, the ever living. Yeah. I had burgers the other day. I had fried chicken today. That was a good thing. My place did some good chicken. But this people don't read. So I can write about that all the time. I'm in general saying, this customers are lousy, horrible, knuckle dragging, dirt eating, ego tripping, self-centered, inbred, tree swinging swamp twats. I can say that. It's a generalized term because you deal with customer service, you deal with that all the time. I just don't go specific and go against my crew. That's so I will remain with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I'm almost thinking going onto that toxic website and saying reporting them to YouTube because it was a wrong thing to go, not me, to go on that site to say what he said. His opinion's like very stupid. Then again, well, I don't do that. I just in general say, people are horrible. The whole, George Carlin kind of thing, using intelligence against utter stupidity. But so with that, I'm gonna see what we're gonna do about. It'll probably be on Tuesday night show, 6 p.m. Eastern, Universal time. Eastern, Universal Studios, Florida. Okay. Because it's the support of Doctor Who, even though things have just got out of hand. I'm trying to think what other fandoms I got besides, and just mixed fandoms of Star Wars, some Legos, DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Transformers, Monty Python, of course, Transformers, Star Wars, Master Universe, Funko. I mean, versions of me. I had to make all these versions of me. And I did pay the price to get those accessory sets for Deadpool and Wolverine. But someone got the Deadpool set and it didn't show the little accessories that were on when Funko was showing them off. It's like one of them Deadpool had a VIP badge and Wolverine had something else. I didn't see that on that little box, so I don't know. When it comes in, it comes in. But I had Monday or Tuesday when I get to the post office and see what I got. I know it's Splinter from Turtles of Grayskull and something else. I think it's Doctor Who figure. Because I know I have it. I might use this one. I'm sure I already have this one as well. But use this one as me. Pop his head off, put my head on there. Because I did have a look. And that's be considered my my look for the second series of Doctor Who stories I wrote. Plan to write. The outlines are there. So I just didn't have a real outfit because Doctor Who the new Who didn't exist yet. So top 5 is, Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Doctor Who, and ouch. Comics. Marvel, DC, some of them were Spawn. Really got through with that stuff. So I'll do my top 5 there. Because Doctor Who is, I can watch the show, but it's just, for me, it's just watching the show. for the toys. It's like, oh, wait, toys! Yee! Gotta collect the toys. There's also Pac-Man when they released the wind-ups years ago. I went back on eBay and started painting. I get the smaller ones from Japan because the American ones were big and the smaller ones were like this. And I painted them. Trying to find them. This is the Japanese version, so it's very small. So I painted them every single color based on what I found on information on the web about all the different Pac-Man games. This one I had a different shade of green. I call him Lucky. I call her Lucky. Based on Britney Spears.
Oh, I'm lucky. Yes, I'm just lucky.
So I used a forest green for the other one. But I like this shade of green. It was a blue one. It was a blue figure. That's better. Kind of. It was blue, painted her green. So no, Lucky was the yellow one. So there's a yellow ghost monster. I have pictures I can repost eventually. They're on my Pac-Man Fever fan page on Facebook. I update every so often. Some Pac-Man related stuff goes on there, so I do that. I have a blue house with a blue window. That sounds familiar. Oh, Beowulf, okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back up here. So yes, Chitara. Flippin' Figure Productions. You asked me my favorite figure collectible I picked up recently. Besides, I want that because it was cheap and I can use it for parts later. This one I want to paint as a Disco Skeletor or someone. Somebody. My 6-inch scale C-3PO is still lost through the U.S. Postal Service because they put a stinking distribution center near Atlanta to help this work out, and these a-holes over there have no freaking clue what to do. And it's been proven. There's interviews with these people, and it's like, oh, right there, oh, right there. So I have a 6-inch scale painted one. I was like, okay, I grabbed it, waiting for it. I got these because they were, bent carded. So I have no problem. Oh, they got 50. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. Never looked at them. Droids came out in 83. Yeah, I'd never watched a cartoon. I don't know why. These were Target. And before Target remodeled, it was a good Target. They had stuff. I was able to get 3PO, R2, and Boba Fett. Get a lot of that stuff. But now it's like the fact that my 3D printed model Grayskull was lost until they did the remodel. Shows what idiots are in charge there. But I get these for cheap. I said, why not? I just haven't cut the plastic yet. Display them somewhere. Still in my mind, what's going to be changing. As I said, I want to do custom pieces. A lot of them from Kenzo Creations are going to be put up here. But everything now is just unique. The two yellow birds from Disney. That represents my family crest. I put together that Lego set. Eventually all that's going to go away. I'm going to open one up every month and stick them right there. So I have over 2 years worth of Funkos of me. Was my favorite though? Let's see. So that's what I picked up recently. So again, 2 things are at the post office and waiting for the other things. So I won't say Monday show, but Wednesday show, definitely. Hopefully I get my computer back and I can have the more close-up shots too. Yeah, Beowulf. Yeah, that's what I heard. It tore a big hole. I'll be honest with you, big hole with the group because of what was said. Again, I would never say anything like that because my brother in the UK always said, "Why am I still part of that show?" Because I won't say why, what his meaning was, just in case anyone else comes from there and watches. Sometimes they do, but that'd be a hint of like, why are you still on that show? It's like, well, because it was my start. I did, and I forget these things. Christian asked me one time, said to me, "I thought you were a podcaster before," and I said no. I also said I wasn't Reverend Amagon before. I was. My ex created banners. I was going to go by Dr. Amagon, but we had Dr. Freedom. So I went with Reverend Amagon because Reverend is my title. Doctor is also my title. I have a doctor. I'm a doctor of divinity. That was awarded to me. Hence why I can call myself the doctor. Legit. But Reverend is my thing. Everyone calls me Rev. When I had an autographed picture of an actress from back in the day, I said make out to Rev, and I kept thinking, my God, why say make out to Rev for? Why can't I say make out to Tom? But I was like, I get it now and then. Quite recently, like, hey Rev, how you doing? It's a psychological thing. I don't know. I am a reverend. I am an ordained minister. So I chose reverend. I could have chose bishop and be the whole Monty Python thing. It's the bishop. Imagine. So as things are going behind the scenes, I can't say that I'm you and me, we are in the same church. Mine was a lot sooner, but it was an old friend. We went to another call center, and he went by Reverend Doctor. So, how'd you get a Reverend Doctor? He said, just go online. And so that, I think Melanie may also be with ULC. So I did that. My papers are somewhere, not in this room. They're somewhere in my bedroom. I have no idea. So I can marry people, I can divorce people, all that stuff. But then I got my honorary Doctor of Divinity, and I was declared a saint. I may not act like a saint. I'm no angel, fallen angel. I keep thinking about this. I'm trying to do my best to do the right things, but it's just society. I mean, if I can just, have that calm moments, I can change. I'm not a bad person. I don't go around saying things in interviews, but I do yell at people. I do make the remarks because I use sarcasm because punching them in the face is not a good thing. No, I use sarcasm because punching them in the face is frowned upon. I think that was the meme. Yeah. And today it's like 9 o'clock. So, I'm going to back. I'm going to stockroom. I'm going to do my other job just to avoid people. I had to. That's cool. So the papers are, I just don't. And I don't put that on a resume. It's like, you're an ordained minister? I did say the other day, I messaged my boss, James Von Bolt. I keep getting the arms wrong. James. I always messaging James because Lisa won't let me message her. She blocked me in there. Like I said, if you go on Instagram and look up Von Bolt Band, I follow them and say, Tom sent you. And if the boss says, Tom who? You say, your boy, Tasty Cake. As I talked about at the beginning of this video, this live stream. I declared him a saint. I said, I don't have the power to do so, but I'm declaring you a saint. the patron saint of. I said, James, you are now the patron saint of. It's not metal. It's horror. The patron saint of horror music. I'll make a T-shirt out of it. Because, like I said, I said to his drummer. I said on his page. I said I want to make a T-shirt that says WTF question mark exclamation point with 2 arrows. So one arrow is pointing to Lisa Foyles, and one pointing to James Von Bolt. I'd have one made for their drummer, James Hope, because he had endured that insanity on Monday night at the punk rock show, at the Punk Rock Museum. He was every time I watch that thing. Okay, I say that's why I don't get drunk, but I don't drink because I'll be honest with you, I do not drink because the last time I did, my girlfriend and I broke up, and I thought it didn't happen. She's with someone else better. Still friends. Had a bottle of that Moscato, right? I went, so why'd you do that? I said it was a small bottle. My throat closed up. And unfortunately, I can breathe through my nose because I blow my nose all the time, I was sleeping in the other room. She kept looking on me over the night. I slept late, and I woke up, opened the door, and there was our boy, Comet. One of the kitty kids. He was sitting in the kitchen waiting for his daddy. I went to see her last year. Went to her house, and there was the other boy, Loki, looking out the window. I took a picture of my phone. It didn't work. I should take a picture with the camera. Would have been better. But Comet was like, "Oh, so you're back? You're back, and you're leaving again?" You knew we were leaving again because we went to the convention. Come back. He's like, "Okay, stand on the side." But then Loki comes by, like, wow. After all these years, Loki was like, "Hi." So, the phone calls, the best representation. Looks like Comet. With green eyes. Gray kitty with green eyes. Looked like he was a baby. So, this one's for her. And mine is up there. So we got one for me, one for her. So the orange kitties were orange kitties. Orange kitties are psychos. And so is Loki. Let's see. Blue like my Corvette is. I don't get that reference, Kenny, but the blue house and blue window. It sounds familiar, but I can barely remember everything after 5 minutes ago. Beowulf asked me, you love Thundercast. Did I ever watch Ulysses 31? Sounds familiar, but no. Then we get to the ULC. Well, that's good. Yeah, I knew it was a Semigan song. Oh, that's what they say? I'm blue, da-boo-dee, da-boo-da, da-boo-dee, da-boo-da, da-boo-dee, da-boo-da. That's all I remember from that song. I didn't know there was other lyrics. I just remember kind of like when Lisa and James were trying to sing that song on Monday night, and they got, that's the video on Instagram. Why can't you go through my list of friends? So, well, not my list of friends. No, you can't. Because they're not my friends. They're my acquaintances. Lisa follows me. No. She's talked to me. No. She replies to comments sometimes. But her cat follows me. With James, like, no, to message him, there's no problem. Make comments, But why should famous people want to follow me? Now, there's actual actors on Facebook that follow me. And one of them is Simon Fisher Becker. not Tom Baker, Colin Baker, Simon Fisher Becker, who played Dorian. He is also still with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And his husband, Tony, has the ending theme song. So, Tony, take us out. So, how could you do that to a Doctor Who actor that's still part of the group? And his husband has the music for the show. That sits in my mind. But then again, it's like, I won't say the whole thing, but it was once said by a former best friend of mine. We used to go to the sports bar because we played National Trivia Network. And I said something, and the cute bartender gave a look, and he goes, well, he's not, he hates everyone. And she was all, okay, that's true. It's just, you're good to me. I'll do everything for you. No problem. But if you want to be in that way, you want to be a horrible person, try to push me, I'll push you back, and you're not going to get up. I'll make sure you don't get up. Exactly. It's very much like Capaldi's doctor, When he got angry, he got angry. That's the thing. It's and it's just the buildup, being an empath. When someone is sick, I send out my energy. They're one day, all good. But for me, I am sick for a long time. I was sick for a month the last time. I cannot admit to saying, this person was sick, and then all of a sudden, Phil's fine now. But I cannot ground myself to prevent all my energy being drained. So I was sick for a month, and then someone at work got sick. So over 2 months, I got sick. It took my leg, my knee, it got screwed up. It took like 2 months. I feel better now. It's just, focusing energies. I do my best to help people, but where does it get me? Is like, example, the Georgia government, right? State government says 30 hours is part-time, 32 hours plus is full-time. So what about 31 hours? There's no such thing. If I go over 30 hours, I would be fined. I would have to pay the government to say, well, you worked over, you're going to pay us money because you screwed up. Like, what? What ignorance is that? And when you get people that just blatantly rude, and you're supposed to bite your tongue, well, a long time ago, I had the emotional thing, so I would just take it all in, falling further and further into everything. Give me a second. I love this touchscreen. That's so cool. I love this. I just hopefully I don't get the fingerprints all over the place. So when you reach that certain age of, was it gray pride? When you say, get off my lawn, kind of thing. We just can't, you do everything for people and people take advantage. So you just, back away. When people treat you like garbage and you can't say anything back to them, like, that's why I wear a mask. They say, well, you wear the mask and the shield. I wear the shield to protect myself from these idiots. I wear the mask so I can say something under my mask, and you see my mouth mumble like this. And then I have the managers come back and say, he mumbled something under his mask, but I don't know what he said. Yeah, I mentioned that you're freaking idiots. You know, here I am doing a service, and they want to complain about this. It's like, you used to have this. I was like, well, let me go pull a Deadpool. Let me go back in my time machine and get you that strawberry syrup that you wanted. Because life sucks, doesn't it? You can't get your little strawberry syrup, can you? Or again, like my work bestie was telling this people, the Wesson oil is on sale, from $6 to $3.50. But to save the extra $2, you had to download the digital coupon, and you're only allowed one. They had like 4 of them. And very calmly, politely said it. They go, I don't want any of them. Or yesterday, this woman, we're trying to load outside, me and the system manager. And this woman sitting outside on the table, and she goes to one of the lines. She walks off, and there's Jesse, who's like, he is Scooter. He does everything. He does the bagging stuff, but he also, anything tinkering, this and that. She goes, ma'am. And she goes, well, I can't pay for it. And there's a long line of people. So grab the assistant manager to, suspend the transaction. So I just can't anymore deal with horrible people like that. That's why I did the raves and rants. I did raves and rants as my title. And I go, hello, revs. That's rev apostrophe S. That's why I just went tasty cake. And then my brother goes, why are you going to tasty cake? It's like, that's how people remember me. Tasty cake, fun. So it's, all that. So yes, Beowulf, you're right. I did not watch the interview. I'm gonna remember to go into. I'm gonna go into and report that guy, because that was a toxic webcast anyway. And sad part of it, it seems to have gotten those that reinforce that guy, because he has a page and people are watching him for a reason, because they believe in him. And he just more fuel to fire. What Christian said was absolutely stupid. I'll admit to it. And as a friend on Facebook, sometimes it pops on here. He's busy because he's in the UK. But he messages me, and he sent a comment saying, you need to fix things. Nothing's been said. And it just, Mackenzie's left, to be honest with you. Mackenzie has left the show. And she was one of the originals. We're not sure about Kevo, because he did everything. When there was a situation some time ago, it was during the Red Nose Day, Children in Need, with the Davros being now no longer in a wheelchair because that's what RTD didn't like. It's like Christian made a comment. Kevo took it real personally. He was about to leave, and I got both of them. I'm trying, doing my minister duties and making peace. And that's when things, so for all the new who that came up, and you didn't see Christian, you saw Dave and Melanie and me and Kevin and everything else. I was doing my best to change the show because I know what it's like to screw things up. I've done it many times over. I still do screw things up. I may be declared a saint. Kenny's a bigger saint than I am. Well, much bigger. I did make, like I said, I made James a saint. because he's my boss. I hope one day I meet him, but the drinking thing doesn't happen. But he and Lisa did that whole drinking thing, and they forgot their lines. And oh my god, I saw the look on Jason's face. Oh my god, this is so freaking hilarious. Like, really? You can't remember your lyrics? I sent him a thing about the liver. I was on Instagram saying, you can help your liver. You can regenerate your liver. So it was not a little more, any more subtle, boss, but you know, you and Miss Temperamental need to do something about that. Anytime I like to go out there and say, I wanted to see you two were still alive by the time there, you know. I will admit to this. That's a big thing. I'm admitting to this, and people will watch it. Yeah, Retro J, which when I get StreamYard, when I'm on my computer, not the laptop, I'll do the little 3 to 5 minute shows. I think welcome to Tasty Talk. I'm your host, the Reverend Amgon, but you may also know me as your boy, Tasty Cake. Today on Tasty Talk, we have Mega J Retro, who I like to call Retro J because he makes fun of my name. So Jay. And I'll think of 3 questions. Just the preliminary thing, but Jay wants to be on my show. So he's the one who told me to stream here, so he's right. I waited, and I'm glad I did, because whatever killed my wireless adapters needs to be removed. And we'll have fun. We'll do little weird videos up to the point of maybe half an hour. So how many? I only have 1 hour or 2 hours. I can't remember now. Whatever time limit I have on StreamYard, I want to start getting those other shows. The other show for the facts and opinions. It's not gonna get dirty, because it's me and the Candyman. You know, his sweet British perspective and my bittersweet American perspective. How I feel about this and that. Well, we'll do it like that. Hello, Justin. Yes, I love that song by I saw the live performance. I didn't know who sang it. It was the Native American guy, because I always thought it was the blonde guy with the glasses, because he was like in the front of the album, and there was the Native American dude. He was Big Todd, I guess, but he sang the song. So I watched the concert version. Oh, but I love that song. I'm gonna try to sing it. I'll do my best. Not right now. Oh yes, I got some. That's better. Seasoned seaweed. I got it from the Korean market. It's bittersweet, more sweet than bitter, bitter than sweet. It's a bittersweet surrender. So I'm gonna try. I know I want to sing because I need to sing because. Dave Clark 5 sang Because 3 weeks ago. Let's just call this the new week. James and Lisa were doing a benefit concert, and they sang Because from Dave Clark 5 in their own little joking way. So I know I can sing that. I've sung that before. Give me one kiss and I'll be happy. Just to be here with you. Give me a chance to be near you, because I love you. So a little water, you know. Because they're singers, but I want to be at least good at something besides a low tone solo song, like singing "Hurt" as Johnny Cash, or singing as Kermit the Frog for Rainbow Connection. I was like the first time he actually been on my page. I sent him the link saying, "Oh my god, they liked it." So I'm not saying that. I mean, there's a chance. Best opportunity, best chance. They're doing a concert. Probably is the adversaries. So it's Jason and Lisa and James, Jason Hope from Von Bolt and the adversaries. If I'm in there and say, "Oh, come up and sing a song," because James will be probably planning it. So would I sing "Because" by Dame Clark 5? Would I sing anything that can hit a certain pitch? And sing. It could happen. Would he make a Spotify thing for me? I don't think so. But, it's something. I can dream. I have to, because we all have to dream about things. Otherwise, what's the point? Is the tedious notion of, okay, I got to go to work. Like, technically, I work 4 days a week, right? Part time. I work Thursday through Sunday, same hours. As long as I don't go over 30 hours, it's fine. I did 29 hours and 50 minutes today. The idea was actually 50 minutes. So I'm set. Can't bug me. Can't stay any longer. Blame the damn government for everything. Thank you, Beowulf. You see, Justin, you say you play hobbies with CB radios. I did one time. My dad, when he worked for a company, Chrysler, back in the day, before things got released, he had a car. One of his, cars through work, they always give you a car to use. He had a CB. I was like, wow. I say one time, hi, as a little kid just playing with CB radio. Like, oh my God. So I did have a chance one time with the CB radio. That was hilarious. That was fun. Yeah, CB radios with the shortwave ham radio. Yeah, that movie with Justin, not Justin, Quaid, Randy Quaid, not Randy. That's the other one. But the serious actor Quaid, who always played comedy roles too. But it was the son in present day somehow was able to talk to his dad in the past. And that was a great movie. And because of the freakish storm, the weather, like back in the day when you had a TV antenna, I had a TV, black and white, and I was able to pick up a channel. I don't know where it was from. And I was loving Debbie Gibson. Oh my God. Now she got like a doctor. Wrong doctor. I'm fine with that, I go for younger women. I go for almost anyone. Any woman. But I took out the tape recorder and I had up to TV, and at the last moment it was like started losing a signal, but I never heard that song again. It was only for that show. So it's all with the signals in the airs. And so with that movie with Quaid, this thing was married to a blonde chick. Can't remember her name. Dennis Quaid? Not a Dennis Quaid either. It was Dennis Quaid, yeah. And how the son was speaking to his dad in the past, and all these things happening because his mom got murdered in the past. But then he was able to change it, and so the villain was about to kill him, and the villain was going to kill Quaid, was about to kill his wife, and then Dennis killed the guy, and in the future the guy started deteriorating. So the next scene, his parents are both alive, everyone's happy. It's like, yeah, that was a great movie. I watched it on TV, but that was do with ham radio and all that stuff. That is fun. That's something I would have liked to gotten into. It may have been, and for us now, this is our ham radio. This is all ham videos. We play the ham, Dennis Quaid. Thank you. You also did that movie with Martin Short, where he shrank into that little tiny thing and it got inserted in Martin's butt. Never saw that movie either, but Dennis Quaid and Names of people. I forgot a name from a person I worked with for a month, and I can't remember his name again either. It took me a month saying, what was his name again? As enough that I remember I go to work, I have to remember the codes to punch in, fingerprint, the code to do when I check in cigarettes and candy from another vendor, codes for food products. I always have the cheat sheet there. But this morning, my boss said, my manager, don't say my boss, my manager said, what's the code for that? Is that, yep. Because he can't remember either. We have too many things to deal with. And that's the way it is. Like I said, I was going to remember to clean the floor. I still have to clean the floor. Oh, here we go. Let's see. So we clean the floor. Yep, it's that mess right there. I got the mess on the floor. I got the notes. I'll do tomorrow. Because tomorrow, actually, I want to go into the computer and make sure I can go on a computer. I just can't go online. Like can't get into Wi-Fi to go through it. The adapters were killed. I don't even know. Oh, that was my code to when I go see the dude. Geek Squad. I say a lot of pictures. Comic book stuff. I just make sure I put it onto my external hard drive. So that's what I'm supposed to, but I just like the build up thing. A lot of Masters Universe pictures, Transformers pictures, all these Superman pictures. I like that version. I like that version. Yes. I got grooves under there. I just remembered it. Just looking at it. I got Cheez-It grooves. I got my snacking on that for days. Still got the Oreos. So I'm just getting organized. But turn on the computer, make sure it still loads, should be, and then get that straightened out. Then I can deal with the floor. I can deal with the floor on Monday while I'm on video. Inner Space, thank you. Yes, Frequency, great movie to have. Inner Space, also great movie because Dennis Quaid is hilarious. Randy Quaid is supposed to be doing another movie with Chevy Chase. No, Randy kind of liked, and Chevy's a bit. But I think you watch that, you know how they are. Bill Murray's the same way. It's like, and that's kind of like got me in trouble with people in the past because they say, oh, they seem like such a nice person, but then the way they treat you, like I don't appreciate the way that happens. And knowing Chevy Chase the way he is, but he's still a funny actor. And so with Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid coming again as different characters, it's worth seeing because they're a good team. And if Randy could put up with Chevy, and Randy hasn't lost his marbles or anything from what he did, tax evasion or something, running away to another country, eating a lot of peaches. That's the thing about Doctor Who. Someone said in the team that it was us, that you all were doing this and that and making it so woke. It's like, what did I do? When I do my reviews, I'm actually copying someone else. I'm plagiarizing because I don't do very good reviews. I'm just learning so well. Otherwise, I give it 10. I give it 10. Like, why? Because it's good. I liked it. And, I don't go in depth of why I liked it. I just liked it. That's why I'm not doing very good reviews. So when someone said, well, this is about this, you know what? It explains a lot. I'm giving information. I was like, yeah, I'm so using information too. And I was like, okay. But I had the list I wrote down. So I'm trying to prove something that I'm doing something right. But, y'all are making it so woke and like, what? I didn't make it. RTD brought it back, and this is what he chose. Well, he's in charge of Doctor Who now, so he's gonna make it the way he wants it to. Like, okay, whatever. I watch it to watch it, you know. I buy the toys so I can have things set up. I mean, how many years later is like I had those heads, custom heads of me made. I didn't think, well, you know, he's gonna paint them too, and improved 3D printing. Like I want to put the, I don't know if it's gonna be this Davros, maybe the classic Davros. I'm thinking more of the classic Davros. But then I got, because it was me with the Davros base, and it was before New Who ever came out. We were just basing on, this was 96. Yeah, I'm dating myself. If I dated myself, would I really like myself? Anyway, there's a word for that. Does conundrum? No. When a word has two different meanings. Double entendre. That's another one. I'll be using classic Davros base. My head on the body. And for the 11th Doctor, I got 11th Doctor figures. That'll be my representation of my outfit. One of my outfits in the second timeline, which I really haven't written any stories for, but I didn't really have an outfit since the first timeline had me in a lab coat and then in black robes, lab coat. But that was for the Valyard. In the second timeline, I was the Doctor, but I did wear a lab coat in 1, 2, 3 stories, definitely. Because in the story beforehand, which I haven't written yet, a prequel story, my clothes got, spoilers, burned because I was being burned at stake. Hence why the Doctor regenerated into me. And I had that whole sense of darkness because, you know, it's the way people treat you. And that's how I react. You know, you try to burn me at the stake, I'm going to go nuts here. You know? I know. Adam, I mentioned you earlier. I mentioned you earlier as well. So I got your thumbs up from the last video, which I found out. Oh, yeah. I had my headset plugged in, right? And I usually check on stream. Beowulf 1 UK said he couldn't hear me, so I unplugged it. Still nothing happened. I had to start a new stream. So I learned now, when I start a stream, don't plug it in. And because I'm not using Logitech to do the notification screens, I just hope that everyone knows, as usual, I'm on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, the nights of the Powerball. Monday, 6 p.m. Wednesday, I forgot. It was 3 p.m. Okay. Monday, 6 p.m. Wednesday, 3 p.m. Saturday, 6 p.m. Saturday, 5 p.m. Monday, 6 p.m. Because Tuesdays, if I'm on Legend of Traveling TARDIS, it's also 6 p.m. back to back. To Wednesday, it's 3 o'clock because I'm usually doing something. That may change. I'm going to keep it 3 o'clock Eastern Universal Times. And Saturday night, it's at 5 p.m. I couldn't even do Twitch on this if I wanted to. Down Twitch Studios on the computer, and it's not supported anymore, so I can't even bring it up. So, oh well. Too many things. Always mention it some way or another, Adam. I can't remember what I mentioned before, but I always mention it some way. Oh, yeah, because you gave me a whole... Oh, Beowulf 1 UK, do I like the Future? Did you get the Future Doctor? Yes, I did. Let me go get it. Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. I buy the toys. Oh yeah, buy the toys. The pillow fell down. I can't remember. They use a new lamp. And was I going to use his TARDIS for something else? I don't know. I usually get two. Keep one in the package and one in the display. But I got kind of like crazy money, you know. But it was sitting in the hallway. I had no room. So I did see some Masters Universe figures sitting in the hallway too, underneath this. So I really got to clean up. This, I know it has a new lamp. And maybe one day again, I'll put all the TARDISes back up, all the what I had planned and what I customized already. So this, again, Chris Chibnall created this character and had no idea. Oh, it's very nice. I have no problems with her at all. It's just she doesn't fit in anywhere. She's not canon, and me, canon. That's the way I do it, you know. I mean, I had a convoluted timeline thing where it was not a first and second timeline. It was the main Guardians of Gallifrey timeline, which I took over, and a parallel universe. It's where, spoilers, the Valyard crosses over to the main universe, and things happen. He perishes. And all of a sudden, a future female doctor. So before any female doctors occurred, or it's mentioned in the past, but never really happened. It was a cute redhead, but she's gone too. She had a big boyfriend. She was a doctor, and she brought my ashes back to the parallel universe to be put into the loom, and I was recreated and became the doctor. So then my doctor exists, going back to the main universe, and I continue on, and eventually I would regenerate into her. I decided not to go with that timeline, that whole thing, but I will mention it in a story. So this is easy to say. I was like, even someone that got confused, he understood it. And it's easy to say, you know. I die, but a future doctor takes my ashes and over there, loom it up and then come back, you know. So it happens. It's, you know, there's an explanation. Chibnall did not make an explanation about where this future doctor came from, what part of the timeline, and then of course bringing in the Morbius doctors thing. That was a joke. That was because people believed, well, that was Morbius. Morbius could have done it, but then again, would Morbius actually look like that? Dressed in all regalia of outfits that they found on set. So I can't remember who made that happen. Was it Chibnall that did that? See, too many things have passed. So I can accept that. So somehow, with the fugitive doctor, with the Morbius doctors somewhere, and of course now we're getting the Schalke doctor. Richard E. Grant was a fan service thing. Yeah. That's good. I like your explanation. RTD has given us a by generation. My theory is the future doctor was created at the same time as the second doctor, became the third in a forced regeneration. I like it. With all these other things and me still not writing. As the boss, James Von Bolt of Von Bolt, Velvet Chains, and the Adversary says, do it. I wrote a poem, dark one, because, you know, he's horror rock. He wrote the song, Cemetery, Cemetery, Cemetery. He wrote a song, the Monday night, I sang it, for God's sake. And I can't remember the words either. He did that when he was singing Cemeteries Party. And Lisa goes, he doesn't remember the words, and he wrote the song. I wrote the movies, and I can't remember the things either. Like, where are my lines? I wrote the damn thing. I can't remember it. Oh, yeah. Monday, the night was dark and full of terror. Tuesday, the night was dark and full of terror. Wednesday, the night was dark and full of terror. I thought a line, as if I ever go see them, I had to go outside if I pass gas. And they'll say, "You okay?" I said, "Yes, boss." Monday, the night was dark and Tom just farted. And they'll get the guitar out. I wrote a very dark poem. Well, not poem, just a few lines. Because, tortured soul I am. But as my friend Andrew keeps saying, it's not your fault. You can't apologize for what was said. And I cannot do any damage control this time. Because, Mackenzie's gone from the show. Well, she hasn't officially left. Well, she hasn't officially left chat. But I know she was leaving. But Melanie officially left the chat. So she's officially gone from the show. Dave, he's most likely left. Kevo, most likely. But they stay on the chat to see what's being said. Simon Fisher Becker, Dorian himself, he hasn't said a thing. Because on Tuesday's show, we had a guy who runs the convention circuit, he didn't say anything. I was on the show, but I was on my other older laptop that I was using, and it kicked me out. I only had one screen up. I only had StreamYard up just to do that. And it was so old and so slow, it kicked me out. Maybe because I needed downloads. And the show ran for like 2 hours. And it took 2 hours for everything to load. And it was 10 minutes after the show ended, I was able to say, oh. But, Christian was appreciative because it was for the 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. So with the whole Kane's making fun of my singing. Saturday, the night was dark and Tom just farted. Speaking of which, off again. My assistant manager came out of the office and she said, I farted up there and it stinks very badly. And I think it followed me down here. So I'm at customer service with my stuff, and I was all of a sudden like, I'm wearing a mask. I found the little air can. It was a Lysol, been better, but it was so now it smells like stinky. Now it smells like stinky roses, I was like, and I went back and said, she farted and it followed all the way downstairs. It was horrible. I'm wearing a mask. I can smell that. I was not prepared for it. Because, when I drink water now, when I go to work, big ass bottle. It's got a citrus, either lemon, orange, or lime. It seems limey to be better. Limey. And a cucumber. It's for indigestion. Someone said you put salt in it. I use pink salt because you don't use regular salt. Use Mr. Dash. Sea salt, but pink Himalayan salt is the best one because, it's been around forever. And I also dash of cayenne pepper because I noticed that, yes, my waist is the same size, but my stomach is bulging. That too. Charcoal tablets. Someone mentioned that too. I should mention that to her. But she was looking online for everything. But when she came down from the office, oh my God, the smell was so horrible. It was deafening. Even if I heard the sound, it would have been deafening, but the smell was deafening. I was like, this copyright. Oh my Lord, that was horrible. I mean, mine is bad enough, but when you write charcoal, me, it was oh my God, it was a 9th level. I don't know what she ate, but she also has internal issues and the gallbladder, all that stuff. So I thought I was bad at times, loudly too, for me. But but anyway, it was. I was full of terror when that happened. Like, what did she do? Ah. That's what I'm thinking. See, would you mind not farting when I'm trying to save the world? Yeah, silent but deadly. Not her. She was not silent or deadly. She was not silent, but it was deadly as hell. Oh my God. And she got I see you in the morning. I make sure that, I'm out of the office while I deal with horrible people coming in on a Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. I get some people that stand at the door. This morning, my manager opens up the other door while we're standing out here, and he goes outside, moves the cones out. He comes back and opens the door. The customers are standing there at the door as it opens and go, ooh. And I couldn't say it loudly, but under the mask saying, you're in the damn doorway. Of course they're open. You saw him go outside and come over here. Like, while I was in the office counting my money. So in general, we all deal with those type of people. Because in general, the public is stupid. George Carlin said so. But to go out of your way and say that as Beowulf knows, and as either Mackenzie told me or my friend Andrew told me, wow, I'm disappointed, but I have done. I feel I've done worse. Andrew said, "Don't, I can't." But I feel I've done well compared to that. I've not done worse. No. In general, saying the things I say, knuckle dragon dirt eating, self-entitled, tree swinging, banjo playing. No, banjo's cool. I wish Lisa did so I can sing Rainbow Connection with her playing the banjo. Swamp twats. Actually, I can't remember all the terms anymore. The way they act and like, I'm superior to you. I'm shopping at your store. You got to serve me. No, I don't. You see how busy we are anymore? Or the fact that people don't understand, I have to download the coupons every week. It's like, long moment, Karen. Or the new girl. We have Bobby. He's a very nice young man. He was talking to her. Pigeon-toed flying. Something so. Pigeon-toed flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. I don't eat purple people. So the new girl said, I want to go home. I don't like it here. Saying, I said, I've been saying that for the past 12 years. Trying to, I don't really complain about my coworkers except for here and there. But like the new girls, they're pretty good. pretty cute. And talked to my bestie. And it's like, we deal with this all the time. The managers deal with this. Oh, here's one. The woman says to my assistant manager, we're in the office. It's all nice and clear and everything breathable. Woman goes in, says, freakiest thing happened. The watermelon fell out of my cart and smashed in the parking lot. Waiting for my assistant manager to say, let us replace that watermelon. Now, our manager, no problem, because she gets her bad behavior from me, which most of them do. The meat manager says, he said to our manager, the more I deal with people, the more I understand Thomas. Because the questions they're asked about meat is just. But he said that, I was like, and our manager, yeah. So as long as I don't curse out people anymore, it's all good. But when she said, but that woman wanted a replacement watermelon, number one, it happened in the parking lot. Didn't happen in the store. So she had to buy a new watermelon for $6. And then supposedly looks like she brought the watermelon back in instead of leaving it outside because they were cleaning up the floor when something stupid. It's bad enough they break something and don't worry about it. Break bottles of wine, don't worry about it. Riding around the electric carts. Electric carts are for the frail, not the whale. Not for some lazy a-holes on their food stand from the government because they want to lie and because they, this and that. And that's why California has such high taxes because of the things that they're doing because they feel sorry for the past. What the hell is going on? So when I see a buggy full of food, I just mumble in the mask. There goes my tax-paying dollars. And, show the manager that some people have thousands of dollars in reserve on food stamps when others cannot get them and they're struggling, but these people that just get it all the time and nothing's changed. And when another person I know, nice person, she has 2 disabled kids, tries her best, she needs help, and they would not allow it. But on the paperwork it said illegal aliens can qualify for food stamps. You can cross into the United States. I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to do that. And you get free food stamps. You get health care, all in the taxpayer's dollar. Because, I don't know. And yet I'm regulated to 30 hours only. Part-time. There was a time I was working 40 hours plus overtime on a part-time thing. And it lasted for years. But now the government, local government has said no. So I'm like, screw you then. I'll make up my time as close as I can. I'll come home. I'll prepare for today's thing. And then tomorrow, I'll go on the computer. See if there are any things I want to transfer immediately over to my flash drive, my external hard drive. Like all those pictures of me. All my pictures of me are on the computer. So that's why this whole, when I do the notification thing, it's not going to work until I get back on the computer. Well, you'll see. The live thing works. I just had to click live and I'm there. So everyone knows Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Universal Time, I'll be on again and see what happens at Best Buy. See what they say when I get they'll call me when the computer's ready. So hopefully Wednesday. Hopefully I get the computer, hook everything up, hook up my. Oh, I know what was in. What came in the mail? That was my. Had to be this thing that came in the mail because that was the box. I'm hoping. We'll see. Because it was, it was a box. Like it should be like that. I'm sure it. It was an open. I'm sure it was an open box. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's two things that came in. I know one of them had to be Splinter. I can look that up at Target, but the computer has to work. So no matter what, whenever this comes in, computer has to do its thing. It's supposed to be Friday. Probably a stupid distribution center near Atlanta. Lazy bastards. So hopefully the new one will work on the computer, won't kill it. Everything be kosher again. Laptop I'll go on vacation with. Yay! We'll see. Well, it has to work out. But I appreciate you all being here. Knows the time, 7:08 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, Universal Studios Florida time. I haven't done anything because the whole eating chicken, trying to figure out this and that. Thank you, Beowulf, for pointing out that I remember. Thank you, sir. Remove this when I do the stream, before I do the stream. See if I can set the notification screen. If not, Monday, 6 p.m. I'll work out one way or another. I gotta turn the fan on. Too many lights are on. So to go through the list, Kenzo Creations, go on, find him on Instagram and YouTube. I gotta go check on what he did with the Manchild. Manchild, Masterverse Skeletor, Bone Throne. Oh yeah, Manchild and Kenzo Creation got the Bone Throne. That one I got it from eBay, just too freaking small. Kenzo's Creations uploaded bigger than Mondo, 300% scale battle armor Skeletor, 3D printed and painted by him. So check that out on YouTube. The toy Knight Rider Transformer, gotta get that one. Let's see. Beowulf 1 UK, always appreciate you, and you know what's going on. Radical Toys, Adam, thank you, because Adam's setting up my banner there. And he's always on his YouTube going on too. I don't see anything right now. Toy Habits. You refresh my screen. Ostradamus Toys is on. He's got 18 people. He's got more than I do. But that's Oz. So I'll jump in on his page while I get things taken care of. Check out Radical Toys on YouTube. He's always has reviews, and the last ones were the Street Fighter figures, which were very lovely. I'm glad he got what he got from his Walmart, which I have not seen that stuff at all. I was trying to see who else is on here. Alpha Waves. Too bad sold out in 10 minutes. That was a horrible thing. I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, he's on a 24-hour stream. Yeah, so I'll pop in and bug him a bit. Who else is Flipping Figures Productions? Thank you for popping in as well. Yeah, and I made a comment at the beginning. It's okay. And so people that keep popping in and out, I know it's like I get 20 people every so often. And thank you all for being here. Well, that's the only thing I can do right now is live shows until the computer's set. Then I can start making videos. The singing auditions, or the regular videos, the reviews. So I can have all my other people's do that stuff there. Always, of course, a crystal clear screen. I mean, this is fine for when I go on vacation. The microphone there's at my crutch there, but that's part of my thing, the microphone. And a clear screen, I would say, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I have my 141 subscribers. I'm amazed at that. Things will change back here. Most of the stuff will be from Kenzo Creations. When I get to there, gotta put these back because they don't need to be on the floor anymore. And until Monday, thank you all. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly.